Number 214 in the indicator range is Crimewave, directed by Sam Raimi, written by Joel and Ethan Cohen and Sam Raimi, released in 1985. Crimewave's a movie that I've seen multiple times throughout my life, and every time I've watched it, I've just been unable to connect with the actual movie itself. And I feel as though I get it. It's like a live action Looney Tunes tale. It's a movie that you need to go into with your silly head on. And I've got a feeling that one of these days I'm going to connect with it, but just now I still can't get that pure enjoyment out of it. And the tale revolves around Vic, who becomes the centre of a murder story. At the start, we see him being walked towards the electric chair as he begins to tell his tale that involves finding a woman he loves, two business partners being murdered by two crazed lunatics from an extermination company, and just countless silly things going on that are incredibly fun. You take any segment for this movie separate, it's pretty funny, it's pretty interesting, but you put it all together and for some reason, for some strange notion, I just don't think the movie works. I love certain elements. I think Bruce Campbell, who turns up as the heel in this movie, is simply divine, and some of the audio choices used are amazing, as there's gunshots as they have facial expressions. There's a dance number that's wonderful. The super violence, which lacks any kind of blood, is kind of unrealistic and fun. There is dead bodies galore in this one, and they are used as props for jokes. There is crazy car chases throughout this. There are very cartoonish moments throughout the entirety of the movie. It is a silly Looney Tunes movie, but still, I can't fully enjoy it. There's something about the movie that just pushes back a little bit too much on me. Now, I really do love a lot of the directing touches that Raimi has here. There is definitely a kind of nod and affinity for like 40s noir movies. It leans heavily into that aesthetic with its look, with the period in which the movie's set, with a lot of the language that is used there, the costuming and the lighting especially. And I love all these things. 40s noir is my kind of aesthetic, and this movie does a wonderful job in recreating that. But it also has such strange stylistic touches that are just wonderful as well. There's a moment later on where a woman is being chased through several doorways by the bad guy, who is then bashing through the doors. And it's set up like in a studio with just these door frames, and as she closes each one, he bashes through it. They're all wonderfully various pastel colours. It's delightfully shot from top down to show the craziness of what's going on. And it's just really oddball, inventive, and probably a little bit surreal for most audiences at that time it came out. I can understand this movie not doing well because it is a movie that is very challenging, that doesn't fit within any one kind of comfortable genre, that does some really silly things throughout the movie and isn't wholly a work of art. It's never going to be a firm favourite of mine. I'm sure that one of these days it's going to click and I'm going to enjoy it more than I actually do at the moment. But I just can't get there. It's funny how as film fans you have that kind of connection with a movie and you're like, no, I just don't know if it entirely works for me. Now, I've checked out some of the extras on this that I really kind of liked. There's some really interesting ones that I'm definitely going to get to at some point. So there is the Crimewave meter, which is an interview with Bruce Campbell, about 20 minutes or a little bit more than that. He's talking about the making of it, how it was just such a horrible experience as he was a producer on this one. But as I've always said, I could listen to Bruce Campbell talk for hours. I think he is amazing and it's a wonderful addition on this one. You get an interview with leading man Reed Birney, which is about 16 minutes, I think. It's just great talking about his one and only starring role, how he got it, how it came to him quickly, how he quickly fell into the rhythm of what they were trying to accomplish with the movie. There is an informative interview with Kim Newman, just talking about his affinity for the movie. He really loves it. He digs the kind of style on it. And probably my favourite extra on this is the XYZ Murders script gallery. You can read the original script for this on the TV screen. I think it's a great addition. I love things like that, so I'm going to go back and check it out, because this movie was originally called the XYZ Murders, and there's several openings that you can watch for the movie, where it's the XYZ Murders, Crimewave, or Broken Hearts and Noses. It's a good disc. The disc extras are actually better than the movie, in my opinion. I don't hate the movie. I just wish I loved it more than I actually do. I'd love to know your thoughts on Crimewave. Let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.